sponsors who are our whole sponsors. All of you have graciously donated and sponsored this weekend for us so that we may raise funds for breast cancer support services. As well, I'd like to thank the others that we have asked also to be here present who are large donors. And I'm not going to say your names because you might hit me later on, but I want to say thank you to all of you, and you know who you are. So thank you so much for being with us here. We appreciate everything that you do for us, how you support us every year. I'm always afraid that every year that we come to you to say, can you sponsor a hole again? I'm always afraid of saying, enough already. But there's never that answer. We always get an absolutely, we've been waiting for you to call us. I'll be calling you at Christmas time this year. So the other thing that I want to specify, or to tell you, on all the tables, please take them home, are pamphlets that demonstrate the weekend that we just had here. That was August 2nd to the 5th. We had a spectacular year. Even Mother Nature held off a little bit. We had a wonderful day on Thursday, August 2nd, which was ladies golf, tennis, and bridge. Mary Lou Parisi was in charge of our bridge players. There's our rehearsal there. And Rick and Jen Aubin, are they here? We're in charge of our tennis tournament, and as well golf, which is where we put a lot of our energy. We had a spectacular number of ladies playing this year. Was it 68? 63. 63. Next year I'm sure it'll be 103, okay? And so on the Friday we had a fabulous couples twilight. 40 people showed up and we had a great time playing 9 holes. I think we had a lot of fun because there were a lot of cocktails. And the weather held off until we came in here for a spectacular buffet. Saturday, we had a 100-hole marathon, which there were quite a few people that were eager to prove that they could play 100 holes. I will admit, by the 12th hole, it was just a check, I'm done. But it was fun, and it was hard, and it was going somewhere where it's much needed and appreciated. Sunday, we had a men's ham and egg. I'd like to call it the men's pink ham and green eggs event, but I've been boo-hooed on that one. But nonetheless, we had 68 gentlemen that were playing for breast cancer support services. We had a phenomenal turnout this year, and it was the 24th year. Next year is the 25th year. As you might see, there's a poster that is here to remind you all. August 1st through the 4th will be the 25th Pink Ribbon Charity Challenge. And for next year, we are adding, we're not going to call it a pink ball because we don't want anybody to be intimidated by the idea of a ball. The dress code is pink. If you have pink fuzzy slippers and your favorite pink pajamas, please wear it. But we don't want to scare anybody away, but we're going to have a phenomenal year next year. So we want to say thank you for what you have given us to date, especially this year. And we want to say thank you in anticipation of next year. So thank you to all of our whole sponsors. We would not be here. And to our high donors and all the people who find an endless pocket when it comes to breast cancer support services. At this time, I would like to ask Kathy Kolb, who is the Director of Breast Cancer Support Services, if she has a few words that she would like to say, please.
Is this the podium?
This is kind of the podium. Here, I'll lift you up.
I just want to say thank you to all of you for the support that you have shown to this event over all of these years, over 24 years. Peg and I talked a little bit about the history of the Pink Ribbon Challenge, and I guess what I really want to say is that the Pink Ribbon Challenge really fueled the growth of breast cancer support services. It was a big part of funding year after year after year when we look back, and I've been there since 2006. So, you know, and the growth in this thing since the last few years has been phenomenal. Michelle did a great job, the committee did a great job, and thanks so much to the whole sponsors for your generosity. And I know, you know, as we send out thank you letters and stuff. I apologize because sometimes your mailboxes might have been filled with lots of individual letters because you keep reaching into your pocket and giving money for a whole sponsorship and reaching in and giving money for this and reaching in and giving money for that. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What I want to also point out to you is that this event would not be able to happen if it wasn't for a spectacular group of people who are Berkshire Country Club members. Once upon a time, it was only ladies who took care of this event, and this year we added some gentlemen. But first of all, I'd like to point out to you, we have some fabulous, fabulous Berkshire Country Club women here. I want to point out Vicki Bentley, Sandy Tucker, Mary Lou Parisi, Barb Nigerian, Amy Hutner, Anita Cheney, help me everybody, Carol Wells, I'm going along, Ann White, Marianne Combs, Donna McGlynn, Peg Gill. Did I miss anybody that I might not see? Did I get everybody? And who's wearing the pink pants in the house? Fran Post. We are very thankful to have Fran with us because he always gives us a good perspective from the other side of the bathroom, okay? I want to say table, but I thought we all sit at the same table. All right, so I thank you, thank you, thank you. These are a phenomenal group of people who have all the energy in the world and have more to give as well. At this time, I want to also say that we would not be here in our 24th year if it wasn't for some women 24 years ago who put their energy together to say, this county needs some kind of a service or some kind of a charity that helps people in need, those who have breast cancer and they don't know what to do. At this time, I'd like to ask Peg McShane, one of our founders, both of the Pink Ribbon Charity Challenge as well as Breast Cancer Support Services, if she has a few words, please.
As Michelle said, about 25 years ago, a friend of mine, Bonnie Getz, came to me. She had just been through breast cancer treatments, and she said, Peggy, do you know there are 0 services in Berks County for women with breast cancer? There was nothing. She said, will you help me change that? I said, sure. Not having a clue what I was getting myself into. But we drew up a business plan. We gathered about 15 friends. Many of them were breast cancer survivors. Formed a board. Everybody threw in $100 of seed money, and we were off. And it was a real grassroots effort. We met in women's homes of women. We worked out of the trunks of our cars, and we networked with everybody we knew. And the medical community at that point thought we were a bunch of crazy ladies, and this would never work. It would never get off the ground. But we persevered. And we had 4 original goals: to open an office, to provide support groups for women with breast cancer, to provide a telephone helpline for newly diagnosed women, and to provide a library of current books about breast cancer. It took us probably 9 months to about a year, but in 1994 we opened a tiny little office in West Reading, 2 rooms. And we had our office, we had our library, we had our support groups going, and we had the telephone helpline going. So we succeeded. At that same year, one of the Berkshire golf ladies, Jane Pugh, suggested that the Berkshire ladies have a charity golf tournament, and they chose BCSS as the charity. My memory is a little hazy, but I think that first tournament raised about $2,000, and BCSS was thrilled because that was about 6 months' rent. And of course, we thought this is super. We hope this will go on for a couple of years because we need the money. Never dreaming it would continue for 24 years. A lot has changed over those years, and I am in awe of what BCSS has become over those years. It has grown, and it offers so many tremendous projects today. And I'm in awe of what the Pink Ribbon Charity Challenge has done. What it is, because it too has grown incredibly. This year I understand that it's a lot of money that you all raise.
I would tell you. I still haven't told you.
It's a secret until you make a big reveal. But as Kathy said, BCSS would not be the organization it is today without all the support from Berkshire and the lady golfers who started that. So thank you to the Berkshire Board for allowing this event to be every year, to the hard work of the staff, and to all the members who have become so supportive, because the group members really have done a terrific job of getting behind BCSS and the Charity Challenge. And of course, thank you to all you sponsors. Your support was tremendous this year. And I know BCSS is extremely grateful, and so are the Lady Berks County, because they provide tremendous services that nobody else is providing in the area. So next year is the 25th anniversary of both BCSS and the Charity Challenge, and I know Michelle has some fun things planned, and I hope that everybody will continue their support next year to help continue to fund the great organization that BCSS has become. So Kathy, I thank you for all of you've done.
I also want to remind you that we would not be here today without Capital Blue Cross. Ann Baum, our Senior Vice President from the Lehigh Valley, she's posted in Harrisburg, unfortunately could not be here with us today, but she has been present at all the events in the past, including the weekend, and shown her support that way as well. And as well, I want to point out how much we are grateful to the Berkshire Country Club, its operations, its administration, Chad Schultenover, your entire team, the Berkshire Board of Directors. These entities have never said no to any requests that we have had as a committee. So we thank you to the bottom of my heart, to the top of my world. Thank you so, so much. I also want to point out that this year we had a record-breaking 40 whole sponsors, thanks to the grand efforts of my dear friend Carol Wells, who took on the challenge of being our whole sponsor ambassador. She got those letters out there and she made those phone calls, and because of that we had 40 whole sponsors this year. So at this time, the only person I would ever trust a checkbook with and my dollars with, I'd like to ask Ann White, who has been in charge of counting all the pennies and the nickels and the dimes that came in for us, if she would be so gracious. Kathy, if you could come up here with any of your board members that you might like, if we could kindly do a check presentation. So,
on behalf of the Pink Ribbon Charity Challenge Committee at Berkshire Country Club, I would like to present you with a check for $77,000.
Understood what we were doing today, they would like to present a check for $1,000 to you. So our number now is
Thank you so much. You know, every day BCSS touches the lives of women and families here in Berks County. On Sunday, I talked to a 28-year-old woman, stage 4 breast cancer. She was diagnosed last year at the age of 27. And we're here to help. We're here to help. So thank you so much for what you do for all the women and families right here in Berks County. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. So if anybody would like to, we would like the BCSS board members or affiliated with BCSS, if you'd like to have a photo with the check. If anybody would like, Lynn.